why reputation management will be the future of how Google ranks websites and why it will kind of be the main ranking factor that will allow you to rank in the 3-pack above your competitors. My name is Carlos and welcome to my second coaching video that I made for business owners specifically like you. And today we're going to cover the importance of reputation management. And basically reputation management is important because regardless of any marketing that you do, the foundation of it will mostly revolve around the reviews, testimonials, and customer feedback from your customers about the service or the product that you provide. Now, I wanted to kind of create this video to address one important point, and that is what is the future of search engine optimization and the search engines in general, and how will they judge relevance and trust and authority of a website going forward? To answer this question, a lot of people ask us if I could sum up where search engine optimization is going for the future. It will definitely will 100% revolve around reputation management. Why? Because it's simply the hardest to manipulate. Good reviews and testimonials are hard to manipulate. Meaning, if we want to understand this concept, we have to kind of dive deeper into the entire history of Google and how it judges relevance. Looking back at 2005 and how SEO was done back in the day, we were really able to see that according to the thousands of websites our mastermind group has tested, back in 2005 and 2003, the main way to rank on Google was to simply focus on the anchor text. And anchor text basically is the text that links to your web property from a different web property that's relevant to you out there. Think of it as a vote, meaning in the early 2005, the main kind of goal of Google was they basically judged relevance by what your links or what the anchor text of your links say, meaning that if you had 10, 20, or 50 links that said, let's say your main keyword is roofing companies in Dallas, Texas. If you had anchor text that said Dallas, Texas roofers, if that was the main keyword that you wanted to rank for, Google will rank you higher because other websites that are relevant to you are saying this specific thing about you. So Google's algorithm simply thinks that your website must be relevant for this keyword, therefore you should be ranked for it. The team at Google quickly realized that people are trying to manipulate this. So what they did was now, let's say in 2007 and 2009, you really had to have your anchor text portfolio diversified, meaning they were starting to focus on things and aspects of ranking that were the hardest to manipulate. And you can see that very clearly in 2009 and 2010 because that's how it all started happening back in the day. Meaning that it was not enough just to have 50 links that say Dallas, Texas roofers. If you had all of your links, or let's say 90% of your links, or even 50% of your links saying that, it seemed very unnatural to the algorithm, meaning there was a high chance that someone is trying to manipulate their anchor text to gain higher visibility online. So what you had to do is really diversify your anchor text with branded keywords like HTTPS your domain name. You had to diversify your keywords with general anchor text such as click here or click now or see this page or check this website or get an estimate, because that was viewed as natural, because legitimate sites don't just have one type of anchor text or links that are pointing to them. Their anchor text and their backlink profile is extremely well diversified, and this was one of the biggest signs of legitimacy and relevance and naturality for Google. Now, the algorithm got to the point where it realized that there's still a huge chance that people will tend to manipulate this. So if we take a look at how websites get ranked right now, according to the data we have from all the websites we've tested, not only do you have to have a well diversified anchor text portfolio, you had to have links that are relevant to your industry. Those links had to be from sites that had relevant backlink history, meaning that it's not enough just to get links from general sites. The backlinks had to be from sites that not only give you a chance to diversify your anchor text portfolio the right way, but they also had to have backlink history that is relevant to your niche, meaning that if you run a roofing business and you're in Dallas, Texas, the company or the company's website that's linking to you must be related in some way, shape, or form to roofing or to your location. And this is judged by Google. See, the biggest thing that most people kind of misunderstand about Google is that it's not a human. It really can't think, it can only read. So how does it judge relevance? Well, it reads what the backlinks say that are pointing to your website and what the backlinks of the site that is pointing to your website say. So it's all about relevant history. And there's also an aspect of the on page that the website that's linked to your site has to have for that link that's pointing to your site to have the highest amount of power and to give you the biggest amount of punch as possible. Now, if we know this, if we know that Google kind of slowly but surely improves their algorithm to the point where they focus on things that are the hardest to manipulate, ask yourself this question. How hard it is to get a link from a site that has one, relevant backlink history that's relevant to your niche, relevant on page that's relevant to your industry, and thirdly, how hard it is to get a link from a site that's local to your area, and most importantly, how hard it is to get a link that has the title and the URL of the page that's linking to you have some similarity or context to the keyword that you actually wanna rank for. It's quite hard. The challenge is that nowadays Google knows that if you're a seasoned SEO expert, you know how to control this. But what you can't control is this: how hard it is for a business to get a legitimate 5-star review from a person that has a verified Gmail account that's not anonymous and that has the review includes some form of LSIs, which is a fancy way of saying that that review has relevant keywords to the keyword that you actually rank for. How hard it is to get that? Well, it's way harder than getting a backlink. This is why Google, the future of search engine optimization, will mostly revolve around a reputation-based ranking system that will judge the relevance, trustworthiness, and authority of a site because it simply makes sense. Now that you know how kind of Google judges what websites should be ranked where, and that you know the importance of reputation management, what are the simple, most straightforward things you can do to raise your review score and get those reviews that you want, that will help you get ranked, that will help you dethrone your competitors and rake in all the calls that you're getting? Well, one of the simplest, most kind of old school strategies most businesses use is to reach out to their old customers and incentivize them to leave a 5-star review if they hadn't done so already. Now, really, that's quite a manual strategy to apply for your business, but going forward, in order to avoid this kind of manual work that doesn't really kind of turn out well, because most emails that you send to your old customers or most customers you call, frankly, most of them will not be motivated enough to leave that in-depth review that you want. So you have to focus all your resources in developing a future-proof reputation management strategy that will work for your future customers. You have to make leaving a positive review for your business as easy and effortless as possible. Now, when it comes to friends and family, you can no longer ask your friends and family to leave a review for your business on your Google My Business account. Why? Because 6 months ago, Google has removed the opportunity for someone to leave an anonymous review, and that also applies to your friends and family. It is getting harder and harder for reviews that are from your fake customers or people that did not do legitimate business with you stick. And that's where the algorithm is really going. And this is why reviews will equal links. Let me repeat that again. Reputation management and the Google algorithm has going to the point where reviews will equal links. Why? Because they are just as hard to manipulate. And when we looked at the history of Google and where the algorithm is going, all the signs point here. Now, keep in mind that reviews that have the actual LSIs of the keyword that you want to rank for, meaning that reviews that have the keywords in them placed in a natural and systematic way will help your 3-pack or Google Map rankings tremendously. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that you do not want to incentivize your old or new customers to leave specific reviews, as that is against the law. But what you need to focus on is providing a good customer experience and service to the point where your customers will be highly motivated to leave a good review for your company. And all you have to do is give them the opportunity to do so. Now, we realize that all these steps are extremely manual and that they have very low success rate, meaning that not every single customer that did business with you will be likely to leave a motivated review about your services, thus helping your website rank in the search engine. So what we have developed is a proprietary method for raising Google reviews. Now, this service is only available to our elite clients only. Right now, it's completely closed because it's at full capacity and it's only available to the people that we work with. Now, the way we do this is we send and drip out strategic reviews that raise your review score by dripping out natural keyword optimized reviews that have local IP, so that they basically symbolize people or customers that are in your area that did business with you, so that they stick. Now, this also improves the chances of ranking higher in Google Maps, and this is basically exactly how I took one of my clients, that's a roofing company in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, to dominating his number one place or number one position for his number one keyword, which is roofing Cedar Rapids, that gets over 200 searches a month. He dominates the first position in the Google Map Pack. Now, according to the latest statistics, is that here's the thing: Google doesn't really publish or release data of how their organic listings perform as far as organic click-through rate goes. Why? Because they mostly generate their 90% of all their revenue by Google paid ads. Those statistics of the performance of their Google paid ads is widely available. But in order to really get the performance metrics of organic listings, various third-party companies have to do the research themselves. And we can see right here that over 5,000 people were tested that specifically searched for commercial keywords that had commercial buyer intent with them. And you can see that the first 3-pack result gets over 16% of all the clicks if Google paid ads or paid listings are visible at the top. Now, without these, the number one map pack organic kind of ranking gets over 17% of all the clicks. So it's very realistic to say that if you rank number one organically and you rank number one in the 3-pack, you will secure over 40% of all the traffic, which is way more than with paid ads. And this is why it's important to kind of make your reputation management of your business the number one priority that you will have for your company right now, because it has direct impact of how well you rank in the 3-pack, and it will hold even more weight in the near future. So I really hope this kind of coaching session helped you. I really hope that you've realized the importance of reputation management for your company, and that you've got some simple but straightforward tactics that will help you raise your review score, and most importantly achieve that higher visibility on Google, dethrone your competitors, raking their calls, and dominate your city as the number one company in your area. This has been Carlos with Rank Unlimited Media, and thank you so much for watching this coaching video.